welcome to a new video and of course a new collection which is called Current Mood. The collection is very colorful, very artsy, and it's about our mood, and I think it's great for art journaling and of course your project life. And I'm gonna show you in this video I hope a quick unpacking of all the included packs of this collection. So here we go. These are all the previews, and you can see we have a lot of texture and a lot of colors. We have a wonderful painter's toolbox, and of course we have the tagits and templates and word arts, and the word arts always defines the collection itself. Okay, let's go to the first pack. It's always the artsy bits and pieces, and you can see here what I've created for you. Some artsy bits, a lot of them, and you see I tried in this collection to be very artsy and how can I say, well, I doodled a lot, painted a lot here. Yes, this art journaling style I've created within this collection. You get here some geo style elements, then you have the you have some buttons and some flowers created out of threads, and photo frame, a yellow nice sequin heart, and then I also added some hand doodled words. And yes, this is the artsy bits and pieces pack of the Current Mood collection. The next pack are the blending masks. You can see you get 9 different masks this time, and they are mostly with a watercolor, and they have such fine strokes in it which makes them more artsy than usual. A lot of texture you see here, and a lot of grunchiness. On the corners you get some ornaments or text here from an old newspaper, and here we have also those kind of textures, and combined with watercolor, it's really nice artsy type stuff you get here. Okay, the next folders are the Doodle Frames, and they come in 12 by 12 size. You can see, no, what I'm gonna say here, it's 2500 pixels by 2500 pixels, but you can scale them up to a 12 by 12 page. That's not a problem. You will not see any blurriness by this resizing. Most of the frames come up with in a square, and also I have added some round frames. I think you will really covered with those frames for the next time. You can create a lot of nice layouts with them and use them of course as for frames and as an overlay. Yes, this pack is filled with 30 different frames, and the first one are kind of leather. They are not black and white, they are like stitched leather. I think this is a nice add-on. Okay, next pack are the emojis, and they come in different looks. You can see here we have one with word arts, one with the emojis itself. Some do only have some patterns, so really nice to mix and match them together. I'm gonna show you shortly the creative team layouts, how they use those little buttons or emojis or flares. There are some different words out here in the scrap world. Okay, this is here to see, and then we go back to the folder emojis, and I think this one with the little bow is so cute. Okay, next one, loops. This time without decoration, but with always a shadow version. So they are perfectly and give your pages then a little bit of a standout when you use the shadow version. And also the plain versions are always good. Here you can have a little bit of a, or use it as a framing. Corners you have. Here is one with a word scribbled mood, and different types of pencil I have used this time, and this is what you get. A lot of different loops here, and also I've added a brush set, so you can use them as brushes or as the PNG files. It's up to you how you like everything to use. These are the loops of the current mood collection, and the next folder is the magic lights. A lot of colors, some hearts, stars, nice blended magic lights here. We have 20 different ones, and of course you can use them together as a mask. That's also possible. For that you can see in my YouTube channel the videos for it. If you can't find it, just ask in the Artology group and we're gonna help you for that. Okay, these are the magic lights of the current mood collection. Then we have the out of the box frames. Very bold frames, and the trick this time is that the frames are arranged that you can add actually one photo. They the 3 or the more frames, they are like one frame. So you can blend them out if you want. You can leave them, but the mask itself is only for one photo. Just, I'm gonna show you that. Hold on a second. Just open that one, copy and paste, and the image is huge. I'm still working with Photoshop 2018, not updated yet, because I have some really problems with the 19 version of Photoshop, so I'm gonna stay here with the 18. Okay, here's the picture. Now we clipped it on the mask on the bottom, and then we hold the Alt key, drag and drop the photo itself on the top layer, and also create here the clipping mask. And this is how it looks like. If you don't want to have the frames all shown up, you can turn them off with the shadow. So this is with what you can come up. So it's a quite variation what you get with this collection. Only that one, I think I like that. And you can add here some text if you want, or a word art, and it's still, or it's already beautiful created. Just go to the word arts. What? Just I take one. So let's do that. That's all, and place that on a paper, and you already have a really perfect start with the layout. These are the out of the box frames, and you get 4 different PSD files within this folder this time. And of course they are all the same build up, so you can use the frames and everything are all single, and extra on element on not element on layers, so you can turn them off and on how you like. Okay, out of the box frames from the Current Mood collection. The next folders are the page blenders. Very grungy. Grungy, a lot of texture, and they are perfectly if you want to combine different papers. And just let me show you that we're going to the papers here. We open that one as a basic, we close that one, and this as well. Okay, then we have maybe from the watercolor. Here are some of this one. We copy and paste this on top on the brown, and we go to the wood papers and that white one. No, not the white one. We use, I want the red one over here. Okay, so we have a lot of different colors that you can better see how the page blenders really works. Okay, let's open page blender number 2. Copy, paste. So you have that in your stacked papers already. Okay, so we place it on the top and left corner here, and we place it underneath the red paper, and we clip now the red paper onto the page blender. So this is the first step. Next step are the, what we gonna use? We use that one. Okay, this is the page blender number 6. A, copy, paste. So we're gonna drop that down to the watercolor paper, and also here we clip now the watercolor paper onto the page blender. So, and this is what you can reach now. Of course, you can now start to maybe turn around your page blenders. So this is what happened when you turn them around. Maybe you can do that in here on the bottom, or you can turn it around to the other side. And also you can, when you now start to click on the clipped watercolor paper and the layer 4 here, it's called 4 here, and also both, you can move them around. What you also can do, you can go on your layer settings on the bottom on this little icon here, click on it, so they are now tucked together, so you can easily move them around how you like it. And this is how you can start and create new papers by your own. And what, of course, you also can use those page blenders for photos. let's try that one. Copy paste. We push that here in the corner. Maybe we push it, whoops, push it in the foreground here, and we go and pick us a little image here for my folder, the one and we use the kitty cat. Copy, and we made paste. The image is a little bit small, but it doesn't matter now because we only do that layout for demonstration. And you can see now we clipped the little kitty here. I'll make it a little bit smaller, and this is how it can look with the page blenders. Also here we can tuck them together so they don't get loosen. And I'm starting to play, and I want to hold the video very shortly for you. So I think you could see now what potential actually those page blenders do have. I think they're wonderful to play and use them with different papers. Also, of course, you can start to stack up artsy bits and pieces on top of each other, and also clip them on a page blender. Okay, let's go back to the folder itself. This is the page blenders, and you get 9 different page blenders in this pack. And the next one are the Punchinellas, and I think I like them. They have all those, a little bit of crunchiness, and you can add on your layout some nice details with them. Different colors coordinating, of course, to the collection, and you get 9 different Punchinellas in this set. Next one are the word arts, and they are all about mood, your current mood, how your mood can be, and I think you will love it. Of course, I have added also all the word arts as a brush file, so for those one who like to play with the brush can use them. And you get here a lot of little Dymo styled word arts or words, and these are, yes, the word arts of the current mood collection. And you can see it doesn't stop. There are a lot of files in it. I don't know just how many. Is there anywhere so you should get 54 different word arts here. That's really a huge pack of word arts in this collection. Yes, these are the word arts of the current mood. And then we go to the next folder, which we already saw a little bit of, and these are the solids. And the solids this time are only in natural colors, in neutral colors: brown, darker brown, brighter brown, softer brown, browns. Brown isn't my color, also this soft thing, but I think it's very great in combination with all those colors, so you have a nice contrast for your creation here. And the next folders are the watercolors. These are watercolor papers I've created a time ago. I have such awesome watercolor bought. I just don't know how they are, and these are like powder, and you can spread them over on your paper, and then take a spray bottle and spray, and then you get those nice effects. Oh, I love it to work with them. And this is the result, and I have combined them with a little bit of gesso. So I layered a little bit gesso on top of them, and this is what I have come up with for this collection. And then I think I'm gonna like them, and they are already beautiful how they are, and I don't think that you need to do much more as using them how they are. Okay, these are the watercolor papers, and the next folder are the wood papers. Also here you get a lot of grunchiness, and me added. I have added also here a little bit of a gesso, and some words and old papers and texture on top. And I think the red one is one of my favorite, but also this one, the wood 3, is also a nice one, because if you look closer you get here texture, and here's some these I added little details. Okay, these are the pack with the wood papers. And the next folder, we jump now. Where do we jump now? These, well, we worked now through the elements and the papers, and let's go to the taggets. And we, like usual, they come in English and in French and in German. But let's go only for this time. We go through the English folder, and of course the same style as in English and in French and in German. So this is how they look like. This is now Friday, and they are perfectly for your art journaling or your project life. And of course you get Monday to Sunday, and the day, the month November, and of course you get numbers. Let's check in how they look. This is how they look like. One. So this is how they look like. 1, 2, 3, and they go up to 31 and 2018. Okay, these are the taggets, and then we check into the folders of the templates. Let's go first into the storyboards. They are the 12 by 12 versions and totally clean, and I'll show you in another video using the different templates a little bit, how you can use them and how they look like when you play with them. Then the next one are the storyboard letters sized ones, if you like to play with letter size, so these are perfect for that. And then we have the storybook templates, a lot of splatter, a lot of texture, a lot of watercolor, rolled paint I've added, and real such paint, splatter paint. It's, yes, splatter, lot of color for you. And this is the main title, and then we have pages 2, 3, page 4, 5 here, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, and the back side. And you have on all pages such round photo frames, mask to mask. Page 2 and 3 does have 3, and the other pages have only one circle mask frame. These are the storybook, and now we're going to jump in the weekly. I need to explain something here for the weekly templates. They are now for the rest of the year. You get this time week 48 to week 52. So all together you get this time 11 different 12 by 12 weekly templates with extras, okay? But I thought I am so late with that collection. If you watch that in a later time, this video, you will not bother about it maybe. But for those now who are waited already of this collection since November, I was so busy at work in November, and I injured my knee, and I was really knocked out. That's why I was so late with that collection. So I'm gonna release that now very late in mid of December, which is really the latest release of a collection I've done. That's why I've decided I put the rest of the weekly templates into the November collection, and there will come up a December collection, but without the templates, which will be a little bit smaller packs. So it will not be that huge, but you are covered that you can create your Christmas layouts, of course. So let me explain. You have here the weekly templates 48, you have weekly templates 49, 50, 51, which is the week with Christmas. So I have added here a little bit of a star frame, and then we have the week 52 for December, which is the last week of the year. And of course you get here some really nice textured artsy layouts as extra files here, and of course the frame is now big created, so I will leave that up to you how you want to use it, but the other ones are really awesome, and I think you'll like them, and you will get a huge nice grungy last month album with those kind of templates. Okay, so these are the templates now, and let's jump into the Painter's Toolbox. Of course you get the color styles, and I'm going now to the previews here, because with the files itself you can't see much. Okay, we have here the Painter's Toolbox. The color swatches, like usual, you get them for free. There's a color swatch included, and of course the color styles. And then the next one are the painting tools. These are the painting tools, and I'm gonna show you that little painting I've created here. This is what I've created with the brush tools, with the painting tools. Sorry. Let's go back here to the previews. Where they are. Here we are. Okay. Yes, a lot of painting tools, and they have texture in. They have a lot of ornaments, texture. Then you get cloudy blender and such. It's like Van Gogh painted this 90 star with the trees and the moon. I don't know, maybe you can remember what I think, what I just tried to explain. And this is what I a little bit tried to copy his style with those painting tools here. I will show up in a more detailed video about the painter's toolbox, how they work, so that this video is not going into an endless video again. Okay, the next folders are the painter toolbox, painter's brush tools, pattern brush tools. Sorry about that. You can't see the pattern when you load the brushes. But when you start to paint, you will get all those textures and pattern, and they are perfectly when you do art journaling, or yes, you want to add some pattern on your pages. Also, that will be shown in a more detailed video. Then we have the painter's toolbox pattern and edge styles. 2 files. You get this, those colorful pattern styles, and then you also get those metallic look like edge styles. And how you can see it here in the preview, I have copied. I used a letter, typed an A, then added the pattern styles. Then I made another copy of the letter, and then I've added the edge styles and moved it a little bit around. So this is what I'm gonna show in this preview. Yes, these are the pattern and edge styles, and the next styles are the cracked textures, a lot of grungy, like cracked paint from a wall. You can see here in this with these styles. Yes, 9 different one, and of course they coordinate with the whole collection. Then we have fine art styles, something new. It's a little bit of paint, the really fine strokes of paint you can see in this, and you get 9, 10, 11 different styles in this pack. Fine art styles. Also, this one will come up in a separately created video. Then we have the vintage papers. They are transparent, so when you use them, maybe you can use one of those brush tools and you brush over it, and then you add the layer here, this layer style. It will always be on top and will be transparent, that you can see that what is behind the style. Also, that you will see in another video. Oops. So this was the painter's toolbox, and I think we are through the whole collection, and I hope you love to watch it. I hope you like the colors. Even we have November with those cold colors. I thought I'm gonna bring in some colorful and something different in between all those Christmas stuff, that you are not too overloaded with a Christmas. And yes, and of course there are a lot of people who don't celebrate Christmas. Maybe they like to scrap something different. Okay, I would be happy if you liked the video, if you watched it, and I'm always happy to get some feedback, and we're gonna see us in another video. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good time. Bye.